Hello and welcome to Parliament Weekly, your home for the biggest, juicy, and most important news out of the Nigerian Parliament every week. I am Sharon Ebresumi. Controversies have trailed the death of the Nigerian singer Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, particularly circumstances surrounding his death. This has led to public outcry and demand for justice. And to that end, the House of Representatives on Tuesday passed a motion that seeks to protect the rights of his songs and lyrics, ensure the proper management of his music assets, and secure his son's benefits from his musical legacy. And that's not all. The House also called on the Nigeria Copyright Commission and relevant stakeholders to develop and implement industry-wide guidelines to ensure fair treatment, transparent contractual agreements, and proper compensation for artists, reviewing existing copyright and contract laws in Nigeria, and identifying gaps or areas in need of reform. It also observed a minute of silence in honor of the late singer who died at the age of 27.
Waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, many gist. I still find my peace. Oh, you do like say me.
These resolutions are contained in the motion on the need for justice, safeguarding the legacy of the late Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad, and protecting the rights of young promising artists in the contract with their record labels, sponsored by Honorable Babajimi Benson, who represents Ikorodu Federal Constituency in Lagos State. It is heartwarming that our lawmakers are stepping in to support the family and play a part in sanitizing the music industry. May Mohbad's soul rest in peace.
The House further notes that Mohbad left his record label, Malian Records, owned by Naira Marley in 2022, citing various grievances, including unpaid royalties. This issue is indicative of a broader problem in which artists encounter challenges and asserting their rights. The House is also aware that a disturbing industry practice has come to the fore. Evidence of mistreatment highlights the struggles of young artists who, in their quest for success, become entangled in parasitic contracts and face bullying when they seek to exit these contracts.
The lawmaker representing Katsina Central Senatorial District, Senator Abdulaziz Musa Yaradua, has called for an urgent rescue of female students who were abducted from the Federal University Gusau in Zamfara State. You may recall that the students were abducted from their hostel by unidentified bandits on Friday. Now reacting to the incident, Senator Yaradua, who chairs the Senate Committee on Army, charged security agencies to intensify efforts to secure the release of the young girls from their captive. In a statement issued late Sunday, the Katsina lawmaker expressed concern over the safety of the girls, adding that their abduction is a clear indication of the escalating insecurity in the country. Just like the lawmaker said, this points to the fact that as a country, we are yet to tackle the issues of insecurity, and the earlier they are dealt with, the better for the present and future of Nigeria. I know you can't wait for the rest stories I have lined up for you, but just before I move on to the next stories, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Don't forget to also like this video, comment, and share. Still on issues of insecurity, the House of Representatives has directed its Committee on National Security and Intelligence, Army, Police Affairs, and Human Rights to investigate allegations of forceful collection of 500,000 naira by some police officers on the 8th of July 2023 from travelers along Owerri Onitsha Road. This directive was contained in a motion sponsored by Rep. Matu Nwogu, who represents Abombise Ngokpala Federal Constituency in Imo State, on the need to stop the incessant dehumanization and harassment of road travelers by security agents in southeastern Nigeria. I thought these are people who are supposed to be our friends and even protect us. So how do you steal from your friends? How do you even steal from people who you are meant to protect? Hey God, now this country don't tire me. Well, this is what the lawmaker had to say.
The House is aware that a vast majority of the security personnel diligently, professionally perform their duties. There have been regrettable cases of misconduct, abuse of power, and extortion perpetrated by a few individuals within these agencies, especially at Friday House on July 8, 2023. Some unscrupulous police officers were led and detained some travelers engaged in legitimate business along Owerri-Onitsha Express Road and forcefully collected a sum of 500,000 naira from the travelers.
In another development, the House of Representatives, in the week under review, disclosed that it is working on a project that will ensure that over 14 million out of school children in Nigeria go to school. The chairman of the Committee on Alternative Education, Rep. Ibrahim Al-Mustafa Aliyu, representing Borno Raba Federal Constituency in Sokoto State, disclosed this during an interaction with journalists on Sunday in Abuja. Aliyu said the intervention aims at addressing public education by tackling poverty and value gaps. He also informed that the committee already had several engagements with relevant agencies in the past week, with favorable responses, adding that it was working with the National Commission of Amajiri and Out-of-School Children, the National Commission on Mass Literacy, Adult and Non-Formal Education, and the National Commission for Nomadic Education on the project. Well, some good news. The future is indeed bright for Nigerian kids. Well, here's where we wrap it up on this week's episode of Parliament Weekly. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. I will see you again next week. Bye for now.